Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. But oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. It lingers my desires like to a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go, Philostrate. Stir up the Athenian youth to merriments. Awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Turn melancholy forth to funerals. The pale companion is not for our pomp. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelry.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And, my most gracious duke, this hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung with feigning voice verses of feigning love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy with bracelets of thy hair, rings, conceits, gauds, knacks, trifles, nosegays, sweetmeats, messengers of strong prevailment in unhardened youth. With cunning as thou fill'st my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And be it so that she will not, before your grace, consent to marry with Demetrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, be it either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law. Immediately, provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you your father should be as a god, one who composed your beauties, yea, and one to whom you were but as a form in wax, by him imprinted, and within his power either to leave the figure or to disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
Would my father looked, but with my eyes.
Rather, your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not with what power I am made bold, but I do beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, question your desires. Know of your youth, examine well your blood, whether if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. Earthlier happy is the rose distilled than that which, withering on the virgin thorn, grows, lives, and dies in single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord. Or I will yield my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause. And by the next new moon, the sealing day, betwixt my love and me, for everlasting bond of fellowship. On that day, either be prepared to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as he would. Or, on Diana's altar to protest. For I, austerity in single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazy title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true. He hath my love. And what is mine, my love shall render him, and she is mine. And all my right to her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am My lord is well derived as he is well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way is fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius. And what is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, all about it to his head, made love to Neater's daughter Helena and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess, I have heard so much. With Demetrius had thought to speak thereof. But, being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and come, Aegeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up to death, or to a vow of single life. Come, my Hippolyta. What cheer, my love? Demetrius and Aegeus, go along. I must employ you in some business against our nuptial, and confer with you of something nearly that concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire we follow you.
How now, my love? Oh, why is your cheek so pale? Oh, how chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Like for want of rain, which I can well beteem from the tempest of my eyes.
Oh, ay, me. For aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. But, if it were different in blood...
Oh, cross, too high to be enthralled too low.
Or else, misgrafted in respect of years.
Oh, spite, too old to be engaged too young.
Or, if it stood upon the choice of
Oh,
friends.
hell, to choose love by another's eyes.
Or, if there were no sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, so quick bright things come to confusion.
Then true lovers have ever been crossed. It stands as an edict in destiny. And let us teach our trial patience because it is a customary cross.
A good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, will I marry thee. In that place, the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena, to do observance to a mort of May, there will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest foe, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus's doves, by that with knitteth souls and prospers loves, by all the vows men ever broke, in number more than women ever spoke. In that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
He promised, love. Oh, Helena. Oh.
Godspeed, fair Helena, hither away.
Call you me fair? That fair again and say, Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue sweet air, more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear, when wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear. Sickness is catching. Oh, were favor so yours, would I catch fair Hermia ere I go. My ear would catch her voice, my eye, your eye, my tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, all the rest I'd give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate him, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort, he no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place.
Helen, to you, our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage on the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, the time that lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet there. My Lysander and myself shone. And thence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow. Pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius.
Oh.
Keep word, Lysander. We must stop our sight from lover's food tomorrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu.
Oh.
As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How tappy some more other some can be. Through Athens, I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. Love looks with the mind, not with the eyes, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight, and then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. For this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But here in me gnawing to enrich my pain, to have a sight thither and back again.
Is all our company here?
You were best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name who is thought fit through all of Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
Oh, a very good piece of work and a merry, I assure you. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready! Name what part I am for and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
Ah. What is Pyramus? Is he a lover or is he a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself, most gallant for love.
Oh, that will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, I'll do it. Let them look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. Well, to the rest. Yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play Hercules rarely, or a part to tear a cat in to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus' car shall shine from far, and make and mar the foolish fates. Oh! This was lofty. Now name the rest of your players.
Francis,
This is Hercules' vein, a tyrant's vein.
Francis,
Yes. A lover is more condoling.
Francis, flute the bellows.
Here, Peter Quince, here, Peter Quince.
Ah, flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard. Coming.
Oh, that's all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice.
Pyramus, I think.
Disney.
Ah, Pyramus, thy lover, dear, thy Thisbe, dear, and lady,
No! You must play Pyramus, and flute you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Ah, Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. And Tom Stout the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
Ah, you Pyramus' father, myself Thisbe's father, and Snug the joiner. Ah, you the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
Ah, you may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar that I will make any man's heart good to hearing. I will roar that I will make the Duke say. Let him roar again. Oh, let him roar again.
And you would do it too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies that you would cause them to shriek. And that would be enough to hang us all.
Oh, yes,
I grant you, friends, that if we should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice, so that I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove. I will roar you into a ready nightingale. Ooh.
You will play no part but Pyramus! Masters, here are your parts. I must entreat, request you, and desire you to con them by tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah.
And meet me in the palace wood a mile without the town by moonlight. Then we will rehearse. For if we were to meet in the city, we'd be dogged with company and our devices known. In the meantime, I shall draw a bill of property such as our play wants. I pray you fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we need...
Enough!
Over hill, over dale, the road bush, the road briar, over park, over pale, the road blood, the
drops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou love of spirits, I'll be gone. Our queen and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed, the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell in wrath because that she, as her attendant, hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and a jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forest wild, but she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in grove or green, but they do swear that all their elves, for fear, creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape and making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are not you he that frights the maidens of the villagery, or sometime make the drink to bear no barm, mislead night wanderers, laughing at their harm? Those that hobgoblin call you, and sweet Puck, you do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile when I, a fat and bean-fed horse, beguile, neighing in the likeness of a filly foal. Nay! And sometime lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in the very likeness of a roasted crab, and when she drinks, against her lips I bob, and on her withered deal pour the ale. The wisest aunt, telling the saddest tale, sometime for a 3-foot stool mistaketh me. Then slip I from her bum, down topples she, and Taylor cries and falls into a cough, and the whole choir hold their hips and laugh and wax in their mirth, and knees and swear. A merrier hour is never wasted there. But room, fairies, here comes Oberon.
And my mistress, would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon? Fairy, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton, and not I thy lord.
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here? Come from the furthest step of India but that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskinged mistress and your warrior love to Theseus must be wedded. And you come to give their bed joy and prosperity?
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus? Didst thou not lead him through the glimmering night from Perigenia, whom he ravisheth, and make him with fair Eagles break his faith with Ariadne and Antiopa?
These are the forgeries of jealousy. And never since the middle summer spring met we on hill, in dale, forest, or mead, by paved fountain, or by rushy brook, or in the beached margent of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain, as in revenge, have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which, falling in the land, hath every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. The fold stands empty, and the drowned field, and the crows are fatted with the Murian flock. The Nine Men's Morris is filled up with mud, and the quaint mazes in the wanton green, for lack of tread, are undistinguishable. The human mortals want their winter cheer. No night is now with him or peril blessed. Therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air that rheumatic diseases do abound. And thorough this distemperature, we see the seasons alter. Hoary-headed frosts fall on the fresh lap of the crimson rose, and on old Hyam's thin and icy crown, an odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds is, as in mockery, set. The spring, the summer, the chiding autumn, angry winter change their wonted liveries, and the maced world by their increase now knows comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my hint.
Set your heart at rest. Thy fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and a despised Indian air by night full often hath she gossiped by my side. But she, being mortal of that boy, did die. And for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day.
Oh.
If you will patiently dance in our round and see our moonlight revels, come with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away! We shall chide down right should I longer stay.
Oh, well, go thy way! Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury! Ah! My gentle buck, oh, come hither! Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vestal thrown by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. But I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft, quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperial votress pass it on in maiden meditation, fancy free. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound. Maidens call it love in idleness. Oh. Fetch me that flower! The herb I showed thee once, the juice of it on sleeping eyelid laid will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me that herb, and be thou here again ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle around the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, or wolf, or bull, on meddling monkey, or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can do it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. Get away from me! But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen into this wood, and here am I, and wooed within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not, in plainest truth, tell you that I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel, strike me, spurn me, neglect me, lose me, only give me leave. Unworthy as I am to follow you, what worser place can I beg in your love than to be used by you as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much, to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not, to trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that it is not night when I do see your face, therefore I think I am not in the night, nor doth this wood lack morals and company. I respect are all the world, and hath to be said I am alone of all the
leave thee to the mercy of the wild beasts.
The wild hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Apollo flies and Daphne holds the chase. Bootless steed when cowardice pursues and valor flies.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go. Or, if thou follow me, do not believe that I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Aye, in the temple, the town, the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius, your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love like men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not meant to woo. I'll follow thee, and make a heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well, Demetrius!
Oh, fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt find him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower here? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows. There slips Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it and seek through this grove. A young Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Oh, thou shalt know him by the Athenian garments he hath on. Oh, and affect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look, thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
For their leathern wings to make my small elves' coats, and some keep back the clamorous owl. Sing me now asleep, then to your office and let me rest.
You spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs be not seen, newts and blinders do no wrong.
Come not near our fairy queen,
Nightingale with melody, singing our sweet lullaby. La 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 lullaby, la 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 lullaby. Never harm nor spell nor charm, come our lovely lady nigh. So good night with lullaby, la 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 lullaby. Weaving spiders come not here, hence you long-legged spinners hence. Beetles black approach not near, worm nor snail do no offense. Nightingale with melody, singing our sweet lullaby. La 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 lullaby, la 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 lullaby. Never harm nor spell nor charm, come our lovely lady nigh. So good night with lullaby, la 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 lullaby. Nightingale with melody, singing our sweet lullaby. La 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 lullaby, la 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 lullaby.
Hence, away, now all is well. One aloof stands sentinel.
Never harm nor spell nor charm, come my lovely lady nigh. So good night with lullaby, la 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 lullaby. What thou seest when thou dost awake, do it for thy true love's take. love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce or cat or bear, hart or boar with bristled hair, in thy eye that shall appear when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, oh, you faint with wandering in the wood. And to speak truth, I have forgot our way. Well, rest us, Hermia, you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as a pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, one trove.
Nay, but Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off and do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes a meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchained with an oath, so then two bosoms and a single troth, and then, by your side, no bedroom be denied. For lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Not much beshrew my manners and my pride if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off, in human modesty. No. Such separation, as may well be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant! And good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen. Amen to that fair prayer, say I. And then in life, when I am loyalty, here is my bed. Sleep give thee all this rest.
Half that wish the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Night in silence, who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. That is he, my master said, despised the Athenian maid. And hear the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid. Sleep deceit on thy eyelid. So awake when I'm gone. For I must now to Oberon.
Oh, stay! Oh, thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou darkling leave me? Do not so.
Stay. On thy peril, I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath of this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, where so she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, I am ugly as a bear, for beasts that meet me run away for fear. But who is here? Lysander on the ground, dead or asleep. I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live,
run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword!
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What though he love your Hermia, Lord? What no? Yet Hermia still loves you. Then be content.
Content with Hermia. No, I do repent for the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love, who will not change a raven for a dove. The will of man is by his reason swayed. And reason says, dear maid, things growing are not ripe until their season. So I, being young, shall not right not to reason. Oh, when touching now the point of human skill, reason becomes the marshal to my will, and leads me to your eyes, where I o'erlook love stories written in love's richest book. Oh.
Wherefore was I this keen mockery born? I distort with such scorn. It's not enough, young man. I did never know, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius's eyes. You must lack my insufficiency. Oh, good troth, you do me wrong. Good sooth you do, in such disdainful manner to woo. Fare thee well. Perforce I must confess I thought you lord of true gentleness. Oh, that lady of one man refused. Should of another therefore be abused.
Seest not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayst thou come Lysander near. For as a serpent of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings. Or, as thy heresies that men do leave, are hated most of those they did deceive. So thou, thy serpent, in thy heresy, of all be hated, but the most of me. In all my power, address your love and might, to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Cock so black of hue,
with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill,
the finch, the sparrow, and the lark,
the plain-sung cuckoo gray,
whose note so many a man doth mark, and dares not answer nay.
The woozle cock so black of hue, with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill, the finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain-sung cuckoo gray. So many a man doth mark, and dares not answer nay.
The woozle cock so black of hue, with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill, the finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain-sung cuckoo gray. So many a man doth mark, and dares not answer nay.
Are we all met?
And here is a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage. This hawthorn brake, our tiring house. And we will do it in action, as we will do it before the Duke.
Peter Quince.
What sayest thou, bully bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
Fire lake and a parlous beer. I believe we must lead the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say we will do no harm, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bonham, the weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, there will be such a prologue, and it will be written in 8 and 6.
No. Let it be in 2 more. Let it be in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in God. Shield us. A lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing. There is not a more fearful, wild fowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must be written to say he is not a lion.
Nay, you must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he must say thus, or to the same defect, ladies, or fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would request you, or I would entreat you, not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, it were pity of my life. No, it is not so. I am a man, as other men are, and there indeed let him name his name and tell them plainly, he is.
Snug the joiner?
Well, it shall be so. But there is still 2 hard things. That is to bring moonlight into a chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, as you know, did meet by moonlight.
Well, doth the moon shine the night we play our play?
Well, I don't know.
Well, doth it?
A calendar! A calendar!
Yes! It doth shine that night!
Oh. Why? Then leave a window in the great chamber where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye, or else one must come in with a bush of thorn and a lantern, and say that he is to disfigure or to present the person of moonshine. And there's another thing. We must bring a wall into the great chamber. For Pyramus and Thisbe, so says the story, did talk through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bonham?
That some man or other must present wall, and let him have about him some loam or some rough cast or some plaster to signify wall. And let him hold his fingers thus. Through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
Well, if that may be, then all is well. Come, every mother's son, sit down and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter through that break. And so everyone according to his cue.
What hempen homespun have we swaggering here?
All right.
And so near the cradle of the parent queen.
Tis the flowers of odious savor sweet, tis the
What, play toward? I'll be an auditor. An actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savor.
Odorous! Odorous!
Odor! Savor sweet, so hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus than e'er played here. Must I speak now?
Aye, marry must you, for you understand he has gone away but to see a noise he heard, and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of color like the red roses of Triumph briar, most briskly juvenile and most lovely Jew.
Oh, 9 is to speak to Pyramus. Oh, you say all your lines at once, cues and all. Ah, Pyramus, enter. Your cue is past. It was never tire.
If I were fair Thisbe, I were only thou.
Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange! We are haunted! Pray, masters, fly, masters, help! I'll follow you. I'll lead you about, around, through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometimes a horse I'll be, sometimes a hound, a hog, a headless bear, sometimes a fire! And stand and bark and grunt and roar and burn, like horse, hound, hog, and bear, fire at every turn.
Why do they run away? This is an to make me afeard. Oh, Bartholomew's! What is this I see on me? What do you see? You see an ass head of your own, do you?
Bless thee, bottom, bless thee. Thou art translated!
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to fright me, if they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will sing. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing, that they shall hear I am not afraid. The woozlecock so black of hue with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowering bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain song cuckoo gray, whose noteful many a man doth mark, and dares not answer nay. For, indeed, who would set his wit to so foolish a bird? Who would give the bird the lie, though he cry cuckoo, never so?
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtue's force perforce doth move me on the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason enough to do that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. Well, the more the pity that some honest neighbor will not make them friends. Nay, I can gleek upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Ha, not so neither, but if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I would have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore, go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on me, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers do sleep. And I shall purge thy mortal grossness so that thou shalt, like an airy spirit, go. Peas blossom, cobweb, moth, and mustard seed.
Ready. And I.
And I.
Oh. And I.
Where shall we go?
Where shall we go? Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humble bees, and for night tapers crop their waxen thighs and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes. To have my love to bed and to arise. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal. Hail.
Hail. Hail. Hail.
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good Master Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, honest gentleman.
Peace Blossom.
I pray you commend me to Master Peascod, your father, and Mistress Squash, your mother. Good Master Peas Blossom, I shall desire you of more acquaintance too. Your name, I beseech you, sir.
Mustard Seed.
Ha! Good Master Mustard Seed. I know your patience well. That same giant-like ox beef hath devoured many a gentleman of your house, I promise you. Your kindred hath made my eyes water ere now. I shall desire you of more acquaintance too.
Okay.
And who am I?
Come, wait upon him.
Lead him to my bower.
The moon, methinks, looks on with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my love's tongue. Bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awaked. Then, what was the next pain in her eyes that she must dote on in extremity? Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night will now about this haunted grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals that work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick-skin of this barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break. When at this advantage did I take, an ass's knoll I fixed on his head. Anon his Thisbe must be answered, and forth my mimic comes. When they him spy, sever themselves and madly sweep the sky! I led them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there. When, in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet left the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too, and the Athenian woman by his side, that when he waked a force must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so, like breast so bitter on your bitter foe?
Chide when I should use thee worse, for thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleeping, oceans in blood, and plunged in the deep, and kill me too!
Huh?
It cannot be but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I. Pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty.
Lysander!
Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear, as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What? What is this to my Lysander? Where is he? Ah, good Demetrius. Wilt thou give him me?
I had rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog, out, cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth never being numbered among men?
No.
Oh, tell true even for my sake. Durst thou have looked upon him being awake? And hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch! Could not a worm, an adder do so much?
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can
I
tell.
pray then, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege never to see me more. And from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more where he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce fame. Here, therefore, for a while I will remain.
What mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love sight. Of thy misprision must perforce ensue some true love turned, and not a false turn true.
Then fate o'errules.
About the wood go swifter than the wind. And Helena of Athens look thou find, all fancy sick she is, and pale with cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here, I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go. Look how I go, swept with an arrow from Pyramus bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink an apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as Venus in the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy. Die.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be.
Step aside, the noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then we'll to at once move on. That must needs be sport alone, and those things do best please me, not befall preposterously.
I should woo in scorn. Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep.
Wherefore was I? These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er?
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helen, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine, to what, my love, shall I compare thine eyne? Crystal is muddy, oh, how ripe in show, thy lips those kissing cherries, tempting grow. Oh, let me kiss the seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell!
Helen, wait, no, stop!
Oh, I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me? As I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too. If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so to bow and swear and super-praise my parts when I am sure you hate me with your hearts. You are both rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena, a trim exploit, a manly enterprise to conjure up tears in a poor maid's eyes. With your derision, all to make you sport.
Demetrius, you are unkind. Be not so, for you love Hermia. This you know I know. And here with all my goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love, I yield you up my part, and yours of Helena. To me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death.
Never mock, waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I will none.
If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her but as guest-wise sojourned, and now to Helen is alone returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so. Disparage not the fate thou dost not know.
Lest to thy peril thou abide it, dear. Look where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Dark night, that from the eye function takes the ear more quick about the head should make.
Oh.
And when I Lysander found, my ear I think it brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay, whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. Oh, fair Helena, who more engilds the night than all yon fiery O's and eyes of light. Oh, why seekest thou me? Cannot this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think, it cannot be. Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjured all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? As all the counsel we two have shared, sisters' vows, the hours we have spent when we chid the hasty put a time for parting us. Oh, holiday friendship, childhood innocence? And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with these men in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly. 'Tis not maidenly. Our sex as well as I may chide you for it. But I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not, it seems you scorn me.
Have you not said, Lysander, in scorn, to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot and call me goddess and nymph, divine and rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, so rich within his soul and tender me? Forsooth, affection, but by your setting on, by your consent.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do persever, counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink each at other. Hold the sweet jest up. This sport well carried shall be chronicled. If you had me pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare thee well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena. Hear my excuse, my love, my life, my soul.
Excellent! Do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee by my life, I do.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw, and prove it too.
Lysander!
Quick, come!
Away, you eat the oak! No, seek to break loose, take on as you would follow, but yet, come not, you are a tame man. Go.
Hang off, thou cat, thou bird, vile thing! Let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent!
So rude, what changes with me, love?
Thy love! Out, tawny Tartar, out, loathed medicine, oh, hated potion heads!
Do you not jest? Yes, soothe, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Oh, what news is this, my love? Are you not Lysander? Am I not Hermia? Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me. Why then you left me? Oh, the gods forbid. In earnest, shall I say?
Aye, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, of question, of doubt, be certain. Nothing truer, 'tis no jest that I do hate thee. And love Helena. Oh.
You juggler! You canker blossom! You thief of love! What have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him mine?
My faith, have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? Fie! You counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet? Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures, that she hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. And are you so grown high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I? Painted maiden, speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low that my nails can reach into thine eyes!
I pray you, gentlemen! You mock me! Let her not hurt me! I was not cursed. I have no gift at all at shrewishness. Let her not strike me! You perhaps may think, because she is something lower than myself, that I can match her.
Lower! Hark again!
Good Hermia. Do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you. Did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you. Save that in love unto Demetrius, I told him of your stealth into this world. I followed you. For love, I followed him. He had chid me and threatened me to strike me, spurn me, nay, to kill me too. And now you will let me quiet go to Athens. Will I bear my folly back and follow you no further? Let me go.
Why, get you gone. Who is it that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What with Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Do not be afraid. She shall not harm thee, Helena. No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
When she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little. Again, nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her!
Gone! You dwarf! You minimus of hindering, not grass made, you bead, you acorn.
You are too officious in her behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena. Take not her part. For if thou dost intend never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide.
Now she holds me not. Now follow if thou darest, to try whose right, of thine or mine, is most in Helena.
Oh.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
You, mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you, I, nor longer stand your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away. I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence! Still thou mistakest, or else committest thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on? I have anointed an Athenian's eyes.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hide therefore, Robin, overcast the night. The starry welkin cover thou anon with drooping fog as black as Acheron, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way. Like to Lysander, sometime frame thy tongue, then stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong, and sometime rail thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus, till o'er their brows death counterfeiting sleep, with batty wings and leaden legs doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath such virtuous property, to take from thence all error in his might, and make his eyeball roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. Whilst I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy, and her transformed eye release from monster's view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy
Haste! Make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am fear in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now!
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight!
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander! Speak again! Thou runaway! Thou coward! Art thou fled? Speak! In some bush! Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward! Come, recreants, come, thou child! I'll whip thee with a rod.
Yeah! Art thou there?
Follow my voice. We'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he's gone. This villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster did he fly. Oh, that fallen am I, in dark and hidden way. Here will rest me. Come now, gentle day.
Ho, ho, ho! Coward! Why comest thou not?
Where art thou now?
Come hither, I'm here!
Nay, thou mockst me! Thou shalt buy this dear if ever I thy face by daylight see! Now go my way!
Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. My day's approach look to be visited.
O weary night, O long and tedious night, abate thy hours, send comforts from the east that I, back to Athens from these my poor company detest, and sleep.
Yet but 3. Come one more, 2 of both kinds makes up 4. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad. Oh, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe, bedabbled with dew and torn with briars. I can no further crawl, no further go. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heaven shield Lysander if they meet a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye gentle love a remedy. When thou wakes, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb, that every man known, in your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. The man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Sit me down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in my sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my face, Peas Blossom. Oh. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready.
Ah, Monsieur Cobweb, good monsieur. Get you your weapons in hand and kill me, a red-hipped humblebee on the top of a thistle. And good monsieur, bring me the honey bag. Do not fret yourself too much in the action of it, monsieur. And good monsieur!
What?
Take care the honey bag break not. I would be loath to have you overflown with honey, signor. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready.
Give me your niece, Mustard Seed.
What's your will?
Nothing.
But to help Cavallari Cobweb to scratch. Oh, I must to the barber's, methinks, for I am marvelous hairy about the face, and I am such a tender ass. If a hair do but tickle me, oh, I must scratch. Scratch. Scratch!
What? Wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongs and bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Truly, a peck of provender. Or I could munch your good dry oats. But methinks I have a desire to a bottle of hay. Oh, good hay, sweet hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch the moon nuts.
Well, I pray you, I'd rather have a handful or two of dried peas. But I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep now, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity, for meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors for this hateful fool, I then did ask of her changeling child, which straight she gave me. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And gentle Puck, take this transforming scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he, waking when the others do, may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of tonight's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou was wont to be, see as thou was wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe his visage now.
Oh, silence a while. Robin, take off this head. And Titania, music call, and strike more dead than common sleep of all these five the sense.
Music, ho! Music such as charmeth sleep.
Now when thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Sound music. Come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly. There shall the faithful pairs of lovers be wedded with Theseus, all in jollity.
Fairy king, attendant mark, I do hear the morning lark.
Come, my queen, in silent sad trip we after night's shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night, that I, sleeping here, was found with these mortals on the ground.
Go to the strait, find out the forester, but now our observation is performed. And since we have the favorite of the day, my love shall hear the music of my hound. You will, fair queen, up to the mountaintop, and mark the musical confusion of hounds and echo in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood of Crete they bade the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred out of the Spartan kind. Cry more tunable was never cheered. Judge when you hear. So, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. This Lysander, or this Demetrius is. And this Helena, old Neater's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing of our intent came here in grace of our solemnities. But speak. Aegeus!
Huh?
Is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go, bid the hunters wake them with their horns. Good morrow, friends. Saint Valentine is past. Begin these woodbirds but to couple now. I bid you all stand up!
Oh. Pardon, my lord.
I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world that hatred is so far from jealousy to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleeping, half waking, but as yet I swear I cannot truly say how I came here. But as I think, for truly I would speak, I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of Athenian law.
Enough, enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away. They would, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent that she should be your wife. My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury hither followed them. Fair Helena in fancy following me. But, my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is, my love to Hermia melted as the snow, and all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and pleasure of mine eye, is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia, but like in sickness did I loathe this food, but as in health, come to my natural taste. Now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more will hear anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will. For in the temple, by and by, with us, these couples shall be eternally knit. Away with us to Athens. 3 and 3 will hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem small and undistinguishable, like far-off mountains turned into clouds.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye, and everything seems double.
So methinks that I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father!
And Hippolyta!
And he did bid us follow to the temple. Why then, we are awake. Let's follow him. And by the way, let us recount our dreams.
my next cue comes, call, and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hey-ho. Peter Quince. Flute, the bellows mender. Snout, the tinker. Starling. Ah! Oh. Oh, God's my life. Stolen hence and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if he go about to expound this dream. Methought I was, but there's no man who can tell what. Methought I was, and methought I had. But man is but a patched fool if he offered to say what methought I had. The ear of man hath not seen, the eye of man hath not heard. Man's hand is not able to taste, nor his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write me a ballet of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, for it hath no bottom, and I shall sing it at the latter end of our play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it the more gracious, I shall sing it at her death. Oh, Peter Quince! Peter Quince! Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of.
Oh, out of doubt he is transported.
If he come not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. You have not a man in all of Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he.
No, he has simply the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens.
Yea, and the best person too. And he's a very paramour of a sweet voice.
You must say paragon. A paramour is, God bless us, a thing of naught.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there are 2 and 3 more lords and ladies married.
Oh.
Oh. If our sport had gone forward, we had all been made men.
Oh, sweet bully bottom, thus he had lost 6pence a day during his life. He could have not scaped 6pence a day, and the Duke would not have given him 6pence a day for playing Pyramus. I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. 6pence a day in Pyramus, or nothing.
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark play some cuckoo gray. Whose notes so many young hand doth mark, and dares not answer nay. Masters, I am to discourse wonders. But ask me not what for, if I tell you I know true within you. Right, I'll tell you right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet father.
Not a word of me. All I will tell you is that the Duke hath done. Every man look o'er his heart and meet presently at the palace. Every man gather his apparel together, for the long and the short of it is, our play is preferred. Let this be half clean linen, and let not him who plays the lion pare his nails, for they shall hang out for lion's claws, and most your actors eat no garlic or onions. For we are to utter sweet breath and I do not doubt but to hear them say it is a most sweet comedy. Well, no more words, away, go away!
More strange than true. I shall never believe these antic fables nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than vast hell can hold. That is the madman. The lover, all his frantic, sees Helen's beauty in a brow of Egypt. The poet's eye, in fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from heaven to from earth to heaven, and as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them to shapes, and gives to airy nothing a local habitation and a name. Such tricks hath strong imagination, that if it would but apprehend some joy, it comprehends some bringer of that joy. And in the night, imagining some peer, how easy is a bush supposed to bear.
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesses than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and cheer. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh day of love accompany your hearts.
More than us, wait your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come, what masks, what dances shall we have to wear away the long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where is our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Call Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say what abridgment you have for this evening. What masks, what music? How shall we beguile the lazy time if not with some delight?
Here is a brief. How many sports are ripe? Make choice of what your highness will see first.
The battle with the centaurs, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. We'll have none of that. That have I told my love and glory of my kinsman Hercules. The riot of the tipsy bacchanals tearing the Thracian singer in their rage. That is an old device, and was told when I from Thebes came last a conqueror. A tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical. Tedious and brief. That is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
A play, there is my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play there is not one word apt, one player fitted, and tragical, my noble lord, it is. For Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made mine eyes water. But more merry tears, the passionate loud laughter never shed.
What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which never labored in their minds till now.
We will hear it.
No, my lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing in the world, unless you can find sport in their intense, extremely stretched, and caused with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear this play. For never can anything be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in. And take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness o'ercharged.
Why, my sweet, shall see no such thing.
She says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kind are we to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake. For what poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes it in might, not merit. Trust me, sweet.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it is with our good will. That you think we come not to offend, but with
our goodwill, to show our simple skill. That is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come but in despite. We come not as minding to content you, our true intent is. All for your delight, we are not here. That you must here repent you. The actors are at hand, and with their show, you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
He hath written his prologue like a rough colt. He knows not to stop. A good moral, my lord, it is not enough to speak true.
Indeed, he hath played on this prologue like a child on a recorder. A sound, but not in government.
His speech was like a tangled chain. Nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who is next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on, till truth makes all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady, Thisbe is certain. This man, with lime and rough cast, doth present wall. That vile wall which did these lovers sunder, and through wall's chink, poor souls, they are content to whisper, at the which let no man wonder. This man, with lantern, dog, woof woof, and bush of thorn, presenteth moonshine. For if you would know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninus' tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, which Lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe, coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright, and as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which Lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain, whereat with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And tearing in the mulberry shade, his dagger drew and darted. For the rest, let Lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion be to speak.
No wonder, my lord. One lion may when many asses do.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I, one snout by name, present a wall. And such a wall as I would have you think, that had in it a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper often very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I and that same wall, the truth is so. And this, the cranny is both right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire lime and hair to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition that ever I heard discourse, my lord.
Oh,
Grim looked night.
oh, night with hue so black. Oh, night, whichever art when day is not. Oh, night, oh, night. Alack, alack, alack. I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot.
Chink!
And thou, wall, oh sweet, oh lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground and mine, thou wall, oh sweet, oh lovely wall, show me thy chink, to blink through with mine eye. Out. Ah! Thanks, courteous wall! Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see! Oh, wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss! Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me!
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No. In truth, sir, you should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter and I'm to spy her through the hole in the wall. You will see it will fall flat as I told you. Yonder she comes.
Oh, wall, full often hast heard my moans for parting my Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones. Thy stones with lime hair knit up in thee.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink to spy, and I may hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe.
My love?
Oh.
Thou art my love, I think.
Oh, think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lamander am I trusty still.
And I like Helen to the fates me kill.
Never was Shaphelus to Procris so true.
Shaphelus to Procris, I to you.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou admit these two neatly straight away?
Tie life, tie death, I couple down.
Thus have I won, my part discharged so, and being done thus will away doth go.
Now is the mural down between the two neighbors.
This is the silkiest stuff that ever I heard.
The best in this kind are but shadows, and the worst, no worse if imagination amend them.
It must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
If we imagine no worse of them than they of themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Here come in two noble beasts, a man and a lion.
You, ladies, you, whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here when lion rough in wildest rage doth roar. Well, then know that I, as snug the joiner am, a lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should as lion come in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
A very gentle beast, and of good conscience.
The very best out of beast, my lord, that e'er I saw. The lion is a very fox for his valor.
True, and the goose for his discretion.
Not so, my lord, for his valor cannot carry his discretion.
His discretion, I am sure, cannot carry his valor. It is well. Let us listen to the moon.
This lanthorn doth the horn and moon present.
He should have worn the horns on his head.
His horns are invisible.
This lanthorn doth the horn and moon present. Myself the man and the moon do seem to be.
This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put into the lanthorn. How else is it the man and the moon?
He dares not come there for the candle, for you see it is already snuffed.
It appears by his small light of discretion that he is in the way.
I am a weary of this moon. Would that he would change.
Proceed, moon.
All I have to say to tell you is the lanthorn is the moon, I the man in the moon, this thorn bush my thorn bush, and this dog woof woof my dog.
All these should be in the lanthorn, for all these are in the moon.
Oh, but silence, here comes Thisbe.
This is old Ninny's too. Where is my love? This is old Ninny's too. Where is my love?
This is old Ninny's too. Where is my love?
thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright, for by thy gracious, golden, glittering gleams, I trust to take of truest Thisbe's sight. But stay, oh, spite, but mark, poor night, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes, can you see? What can it be? Oh, dainty duck, oh, dear thy mantle good, what stained with blood? A Approach, ye furies fell! All fates, come, come! Cut thread and thrum, quail, crush, conclude, and quell!
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Beshrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lions fray? Since lion vile hath here deflowered my dear, which is, no, which was the fairest dame that lived, that liked, that loved, that looked with cheer. Come, tears confound, out, sword, and wound the pap of Pyramus. I, that left pap, where heart doth hop, thus die I. Thus, thus, now am I dead, now am I fled, my soul is in the sky, tongue, lose thy light, moon, take thy flight. Moon, take thy flight. Now, die. 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 Die.
With the help of a surgeon, he may yet recover, and yet prove an ass.
How chance moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her mother.
She shall find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Methinks you should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
Oh, she has spied him already with those sweet eyes.
Asleep, my love? What dead, my dove?
You must cover thy sweet eyes. These lily lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks. Our God, lovers make moan. Lovers make moan. Oh. His eyes were green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come to me. With hands as pale as milk, lay them in gore, since you have a shore. And shears his thread of silk. Tongue not a word, come trusty sword! Come trusty sword! Sword, I don't want the sword. bliss, my breast improved. Blade, my breast improved. And farewell, friends. Thus, this we end.
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and Wall too. No, no. The wall that parted their fathers is down. Now, will it please you to hear the epilogue?
No!
Or to see a burgomask between two of our company?
No epilogue, I pray you. For your play needs no excuse. Never excuse, for when the players are all dead, there need none to be blamed. Mary, if he that played Pyramus, if he that Britain had played Pyramus, and hanged himself with Thisbe's garter, it would have been a fine tragedy. And it was, truly, and very notably discharged. Come, your burgomask. Let your epilogue alone.
Oh.
The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers, to bed. 'Tis almost fairy time. This palpable gross clay hath well beguiled the heavy gate of night. Sweet friends, to bed. A fortnight hold we this solemnity, in nightly revels and new jollity.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf he howls the moon, whilst the heavy plowman snores, all with weary task foredone. Now the wasted brands do glow, whilst the screech owl screeching loud puts the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now it is the time of night, with the graves all gaping wide, every one lets forth its sprite in the churchway paths to glide. And we fairies that do run by the triple Hecate's team from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream. Now are frolic! Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house, and I am sent from room before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through this house give glimmering light. By the dead and drowsy fire, every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar. And this ditty after me, sing, and dance it trippingly.
First rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace will we sing and bless this place.
Now, until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray. To the best bride bed will we, which by us shall be blessed be. And the issue there create ever shall be fortunate. So shall all the couples three ever true in loving be. And the blots of nature's hand shall not in their issue stand. With this field dew consecrate, every fairy take his gate. And each several chamber bless through this palace with sweet peace. Trip away, make no stay. Meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend, and as I am an honest pup. If we have unearned luck now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, else the puck a liar call. So, good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.